Alright. Next guest gameplay coming up. I'm going to be playing Jeopardy! 2nd Edition for the PC with my cousin Linda.
Hi folks, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then normal game, okay? So how many people out there? Player 1, what's your name? Player 1, here's your buzz-in key. Let's do it, come on.
Here we go.
The Sony Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy!
Here we go.
The host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny, and welcome everyone to another exciting game of Jeopardy!
Thanks, Alex.
First round categories
And here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. They are Movie Monsters, Business, Beatnik Lit, Bobbing, Classical Composers, and lastly, Judge Not.
Let's get things underway. Player 1.
Okay, let's try Movie Monsters for 100, please.
Footage of Raymond Burr was added to this 1954 Japanese classic about a big lizard.
Player 1.
What is Godzilla?
Absolutely.
Movie Monsters for 200, please.
A documentary film crew in the Amazon encounters a giant snake in this 1997 film.
Player 1.
What is Anaconda?
Yes.
Movie Monsters for 300, please.
In 1958, Steve McQueen played a teenager being chased by this giant amoeba-like mass.
Player 1.
What is The Blob?
Absolutely.
Movie Monsters for 400, please.
In 1935, Elsa Lanchester played this doctor's hair-raising second creation and was meant to wed the first.
Player 1.
Who is Frankenstein?
Right, keep going. You control.
Movie Monsters 500.
George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino wound up in a bar full of these creatures in 1996's From Dusk Till Dawn.
What are vampires?
Exactly.
Bobbing for 100, please.
In 1997, this ex-Senate Majority Leader agreed to loan Newt Gingrich money for his ethics violation fine.
Player 1.
Who is Bob Dole?
Exactly.
Bobbing for 200, please.
He teamed with Bing in the Road movies.
Who is Bob Hope?
Exactly.
Bobbing for 300, please.
Eric Clapton's hit I Shot the Sheriff was written and recorded earlier by this reggae star.
Player 1.
Who is Bob Marley?
Yes.
Bobbing for 400, please.
This golfer won his first of 4 U.S. Opens in 1923.
Who is Bobby Jones?
Exactly.
Bobbing for 500, please.
Longtime host of The Price is Right.
May he rest in peace. Who is Bob Barker?
Precisely.
Judge Not for 100, please.
A cutting criticism or a violent closing of a door.
Player 1.
What's a slam?
Very good. Pick again.
Judge Not for 200.
Proverbially, to express contempt, you thumb this body part.
Player 1.
What's your nose?
Exactly.
Judge Not for 300.
As a verb, it's to disparage strongly. As a noun, it's rubbish or garbage.
Player 1.
What is trash?
That's right. Pick again.
Judge Not for 400.
From the Latin for to scatter, these calumnious expressions are cast on others.
Player 1.
What are aspersions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Pick again.
Judge Not for 500.
From Old Norse for grin scornfully, you may do it over your enemy's misfortunes.
Player 1.
What is gloat?
You're correct.
Okay. Business for 100.
This securities firm feels secure with MER as its stock symbol.
Player 1.
What is Merrill Lynch?
Exactly.
Business for 200.
The builder of a ship's water heater is this kind of maker, especially if he played for Purdue.
Player 1.
What's a Boilermaker?
Right. Keep going. You control the board.
Okay. Business for 300.
In 1938, this company abbreviated GE brought fluorescent lighting to life.
Player 1.
What is General Electric?
Absolutely.
Business for 400.
Chase and this partner sold the first roasted coffee in cans in 1878.
Player 1.
What is Sanborn?
Exactly.
Business for 500.
Introduced in 1959, this popular doll got in trouble in 1992 for saying math class is tough.
Player 1.
Who's Barbie?
Exactly.
Let's try classical composers for 100, please.
His period of work between Eroica and Symphony No. 8 is known as his heroic decade.
Player 1.
Who's Beethoven?
He's the one we were looking for. Yes.
Okay. Classical composers for 200.
A Freemason, this Austrian sprinkled references to masonry in his Masonic cantata and the magic flute.
Who was Mozart?
Absolutely.
Classical composers for 300.
When his Madama Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it was greeted with hisses.
Player 1.
Who is Puccini?
That's correct.
Classical composers 400.
For the 1910 season, Sergei Diaghilev commissioned him to score a ballet based on the Firebird.
Player 3.
Who is Tchaikovsky?
No.
No, not Tchaikovsky.
Player
Oh.
2.
Who was Igor Stravinsky?
Oh, Stravinsky.
Let's try Beatnik Lit for 100, please, Alex.
This 1957 Kerouac novel begins in New York City and ends thousands of miles later south of the border.
Player 1.
What is on the road?
Right you are.
Beatnik Lit for 200.
This Howell poet spent the last days before his death on April 5th, 1997, writing poems.
Player 1.
Howell poet. Who is Allen Ginsberg?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Pick again.
Beatnik Lit for 300.
Gregory Corso's poem, Bomb, was printed in the shape of this type of cloud.
Player 1.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I have no idea.
Oh, that's incorrect. Player 3.
What is mushroom?
Oh, mushroom.
Yes.
That's what it was. I didn't even know.
Nick Lit for 400, please, Alex.
Oh, Daily Double.
Make your wager, please.
Gonna wager 500. Okay, here's the clue.
His Naked Lunch provoked an obscenity trial in 1962.
See if she gets it.
Player 3.
Who is William S. Burroughs?
Yep, she got it right.
Absolutely. Pick again.
Beat Nick Lit for 500.
The poetry of Gary Snyder reflects the 10 years he spent in Japan studying this religion.
Player 3.
What is Zen Buddhism?
That's
Zen Buddhism.
Exactly.
Now,
And the last clue.
around.
This Venetian's first works date from the early 18th century during his years as violin master at a girls' orphanage.
Player 1.
Who is Vivaldi? My favorite composer.
That's correct.
Thank you. So Linda finishes the Jeopardy round with $7,100. My cousin Linda, to be precise.
You're still in the thick of it, Player 3. Player 2, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for...
Moving on to Double Jeopardy.
Here are the
And these are the categories.
Double Jeopardy.
World history.
The L.
The L you say. Herbs and spices. Bats. Genesis. And from soup to nuts. Player 2 goes first this Double Jeopardy round.
Let's go with From Soup to Nuts for 200, please, Alex.
Manhattan and New England style are two varieties of this chowder.
Player 1.
What is clam chowder?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Let's try From Soup to Nuts for 400.
Once the food of the Greek gods, today it's a fruit salad.
Player 1.
What is ambrosia?
Exactly.
From Soup to Nuts for 6.
It's the dish consisting of a meat fillet covered with pâté de foie gras, baked in a pastry.
Player
What is
1.
beef Wellington?
Very good. Pick again.
Soup to Nuts for 8. Oh, daily double. Oh boy. It's looking pretty good for Linda.
Make your wager, please.
I'm going to wager 1,700.
Apple is the most popular filling for this pastry, whose name is German for whirlpool.
Player 1.
What is a strudel?
Exactly.
Soup to Nuts for $1,000.
Seen here, these nuts are also called filberts, for the saint on whose day they ripen.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What are hazelnuts?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do bats for 200.
As you might guess, it's the only continent a bat doesn't call home.
Player 1.
What is Antarctica?
Exactly.
Okay, bats for 4.
As it's nocturnal, a bat has only these cells in its eyes, no cones.
Player 1.
What are rods?
Well done. Yes.
Bats for 6.
Like ants, most bats live in large groups called leaves.
Player 1.
What are colonies?
Exactly.
Bats for 800.
Chiroptera, the order to which bats belong, means with these on their hands.
Player 1.
What are wings?
Very good. Pick again.
Bats for $1,000.
The horseshoe bat doesn't emit its echolocation squeaks through its mouth. They come out of this.
What is its nose?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Let's try the L you say for 200.
In area, it's the smallest Central American country.
Player 1.
What is El Salvador?
That's right. That's the country we were after.
Yes, it was, Alex. Let's try the L you say for 400.
Marty Robbins went to #1 with a song about this town and won a Grammy for it in 1960.
Player 1.
What is El Paso?
Exactly.
L you say for 6.
The orangutans on Borneo are in peril due to drought and fires blamed on this weather phenomenon.
What is El Nino?
Precisely.
L you say for 800.
In the 1540s, German adventurer Philip von Hutten searched South America for this fabled city.
Player 1.
What is El Dorado?
Exactly.
L you say for $1,000.
He captured Valencia in 1094 and ruled it until his death on July 10, 1099.
Player 1.
Who's El Cid?
That's
Kaboom! How about we do herbs and spices for 200?
Though derived from the same plant as opium, these seeds are non-narcotic.
Player 1.
Oh boy. What are poppy seeds?
Right. Keep going. You control the board.
Herbs and spices for 400.
The scientific name of this herb is Mentha piperita.
Player 1.
What is peppermint?
Absolutely.
Herbs and spices for 6.
This aromatic leaf used to flavor meat, soups, and stews comes from a laurel tree.
Player 1.
What's a bay leaf?
You're correct.
Herbs and spices for 800, please.
During the Middle Ages, merchants who adulterated this expensive yellow spice were burnt at the stake.
It's also It's also a chicken restaurant. What is saffron?
Absolutely. Pick
Herbs and
again.
spices for $1,000.
Referring to their shape, these fragrant buds take their name from the Latin word for nail.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What are cloves?
Correct. Pick again.
Okay. World history for 200.
When Ferdinand VII died in 1833, his 3-year-old daughter Isabella II ascended this country's throne.
Player 1.
What is Spain?
Absolutely.
World history
Pick again.
400.
In 1191, this lion-hearted king of England captured Cyprus and Acre during the Crusades.
Player 1.
What is Richard I?
All right.
World history for 6.
This dictator's last battle was his defeat of Pompey's sons at Munda in 45 BC.
Veni, vidi, vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. Who is Julius Caesar?
Exactly.
World history for 800. Oh, daily double. Ah. I'm gonna wager. Let's wager. Let's wager $3,000.
In 1584, William I of Orange was assassinated in this Dutch city, known for its blue and white pottery.
Player 1.
What is Delft?
You're correct.
Got it. World history for $1,000.
This battleship on which the World War II Japanese surrender terms were signed saw combat during the Gulf War.
Player 1.
What is Missouri?
Exactly.
Genesis for 200.
Noah took clean beasts and fowls on the ark by sevens, and unclean beasts by this amount.
Player 1.
What is What are 2s?
That's correct.
Genesis for 4. No, Genesis for 6.
He was Adam and Eve's third-born child.
Player
Oh.
2.
Who is Seth?
Oh, it's Seth.
Genesis for 400, Alex.
In chapter 2, verse 3, God blesses this numbered day because in it he had rested from all his work.
Player 1.
What is 7th?
All right.
Genesis for 800.
God made a covenant with this son of Terah.
Player 1.
Who's Abraham?
Absolutely.
And the last clue.
Here's the final answer on this board.
God made all sorts of these, including one of life and one of the knowledge of good and evil.
Player 1.
What are trees?
Exactly.
So Linda finishes double Jeopardy with
Player 1, you've got the lead.
$27,600.
Two, you're not too far off the lead. Don't count yourself out, player 3. Well, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few
This is the
seconds.
category for Final Jeopardy. It is car words.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
Make your wager.
let's make a wager.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
I think I'm going to wager $2,400.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
Here's the clue.
Your Porsche 914 should do it at about 900 RPM. Your mechanic shouldn't do it at all.
What is idling?
All right, let's see how everyone...
How did everyone do? Let's see.
Player 3.
Idling. I got it.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
What did you wager? Player 2.
Stall?
That's not right. I'm sorry. And your wager? Your question, player 1. That's right. And your wager was?
So Linda wins the game with $30,000.
Congratulations to the big winner here today on Jeopardy. Player 1.
And I'll see you for my next guest gameplay, guys.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Come back and see us again real soon. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.